Hey everybody, it's Mark Sebastian, your only option, and this is your look at the week ahead. Today, I'm going to go through my levels in the S&P 500, the Qs, and the Dow, and the Russell 2000. We'll talk about VIX, and we'll take a look at what's ahead in the economy. So with that, let's dig in. Well, this week, not a lot of economic data. We have a whole host of Fed speakers that are speaking. Two economic data points, we'll go three that I think are worth note. On Wednesday, we have the Fed Beige Book. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. On Thursday, initial jobless claims. That has been moving market. And on Friday, durable goods orders and consumer sentiment. So those are the economic forecasts I'm looking at. All right, so let's take a look at our stock indexes and see what we've got. Well, the S&P did close off an all-time high, but it's still looking real bullish. They tried to sell it, and it got bought. The Qs managed to close up on the day on Monday. Why? Well, market breadth was terrible. There was one stock driving the Qs higher, and it's Nvidia. I tell you, Nvidia looks so strong. I got to tell you, I think there's one of those ugly red bars coming. I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, but I think one day this week there's going to be a very ugly red bar for Nvidia. We tend to see that after these run-ups, and we're coming off of a major run-up. So kind of Monday was a sell everything, buy Nvidia. If Nvidia had not been up almost $6 on Monday, the S&P actually would have been down close to 1%, and the Qs would have been having a very ugly day. The Dow, just off its all-time high, continues to look really strong. But again, market breadth was terrible. That's why the Dow closed down 0.8%. Dow is kind of your best indicator of what market breadth really looks like. And last but not least, I want to look at IWM. IWM had a really ugly Monday. Again, that's symptomatic of bad market breadth. When we have really ugly market breadth and one stock going up, typically that can be the market really just chasing after safety. So I wasn't surprised to see Nvidia and to a lesser extent Apple bullish and everything else down. The question is, when those do have a down day, does the rest of the market rally, or is people going to cash? That's what you need to watch. All right, let's look at the VIX and the volatility index. It closed the day weekend adjusted down, and futures term structure, S&P VIX futures closed mostly flat. The VIX is basically even with November and is kind of in the no man's land. If we are up on Tuesday, we're going to continue to see the VIX pull back. If we do kind of ease up this week, VIX is going to be 17 by Friday. Important thing to watch. Maybe don't watch the betting sites, but watch the polls. If the polls continue to widen out, VIX should back off. All right, last but not least, let's look at gold, both black and regular. Gold looks extraordinarily strong, and was had a kind of a upside down bar. Be careful jumping in on Tuesday. Make sure that we're up a little bit because gold does look a little bit toppy here, but long term I still like to go higher. Kind of the same story with silver. Silver had a big gap higher before kind of closing marginally higher on the day. I'm looking for this to go to 32. And last but not least, we'll look at black gold. Actually, I'm going to look at bonds after this because there's one last thing I want to point out. Oil seems to have found a floor. Maybe look for it to pop here. And then if we do get a major sell-off, it's going to be bond-related. Bonds are in full-on meltdown. Here's TLT. Here's IEF. And bond volatility is exploding. So watch out. We get a meltdown, it is going to be from the bond market starting to crash. Just tread very carefully, folks. All right, folks, if you're watching me on YouTube, please like and subscribe and leave questions or comments right here. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to make sure you're checking out all of our great content here at optionpit.com. All right, everybody. I am Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.